This video is about why to attend a Narcotics Anonymous meeting. Well, if you've got a problem with drugs, then maybe that's the way to go. Doesn't work for everybody, works for a lot of people. It's one of the oldest, longest established, anonymous style organisations in the world. It's got meetings in I don't know how many countries and I don't know how many languages, but certainly a lot. Why attend? Well, you know, if you've got a problem with drugs, maybe they can help, maybe they can't, but if you don't try, you're never going to find out. Now, the thing that I think is important is I see people come back into meetings who've relapsed. That means they've gone back and they've started using drugs again. They come back to the meeting a period of time later, whether it's days, months, years or decades, and they come back in and say, well, I started taking drugs again. Wasn't a good idea, you know, and it's taken me a long time to stop again. And I say to them, did you enjoy it? Did it help? Did it solve any problems? Did it make you feel better? Were your family members more enthusiastic about you when you started again? And the answer to that is usually none of the above. But people are going, well, what am I going to do about Christmas? What am I going to do on my birthday? You know what? If you've got a problem, for me and for a lot of people, the only way is total abstinence. Now, total abstinence is quite a scary concept, but let me ask you this. When you're confronted with that decision to take drugs or not take drugs, somebody puts your favourite drug in front of you, what are you going to do? You know, for some people, their hand reaches out, they take those drugs without having any control over their actions. So I kind of think about it as being balanced on a head of a pin, if you like, or a blade of a knife. You know, it's going to go one way or it's going to go the other way. What is it about our brains that makes us go the wrong way for us rather than the better way for us? And even knowing that it's not going to help, it's not going to make me feel better, I can't afford it, my family members aren't going to enjoy this experience, even knowing all of that, we tend to sabotage ourselves and say, you know what, to hell with that, give me the drugs. Now, there's always a point in time where that decision is made, like balance on the edge of a knife blade. It can go one way or it can go the other way. And in some meetings, I know in Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, they have a card that says think, think, think. A great card, I think. And it's displayed around the meeting room. They use it in Narcotics Anonymous as well. And that means think about what you're going to do. Think about what's going to happen next. And then think about the consequences of that. For most of us, for most addicts, most alcoholics, most people with addiction problems, there's always that point in time where that decision is made, consciously or unconsciously, where we pick up our drug of choice, our addiction, behaviour, whatever it is that is damaging to us. You wouldn't be watching this video if you were good with all this, I'm sure. So what is it that gives us the opportunity when that point in time comes, when that moment in your life comes where you have to make that decision to pick it up one more time? It's there on the table. What am I going to do about it? And for an alcoholic, you walk around a supermarket, you can buy alcohol in the supermarket. What is it that gives us the strength or whatever it takes to not do it? Well, I can chant out the things that people say. If you're in recovery and you go into meetings, go to a meeting every day, read some literature, communicate with other people who are in the same situation, tell them how you feel about it, find people that you trust that you can share this information with, do some step work, get a sponsor, do some service. And if you've done all of those things in the day and you're still worried about taking the drugs, then yeah, you probably are in trouble. But try all those first. You know, it worked for me. It works for a lot of people. So hope you get some success. There's a lot of videos on this playlist about drugs and alcohol, recovery from them, and definitions of what it is. Hope it's helpful to you. If you'd like to send in some video yourself, get in touch and we'll look at doing that. I've said on other videos we can do podcasts or we can do audio only if you would like to remain anonymous.